Good evening, friends. Welcome back to Medical News Today. Today. It is Saturday, June 6, 2026, and the world of medicine is moving faster than ever. Today, we are breaking down three massive shifts rewriting the rules of healthcare. First, a major turning point in metabolic health. New JAMA data shows bariatric surgeries are plummeting as GLP-1 weight loss drugs take over global markets. Second, a major upgrade to newborn care. Artificial intelligence is officially deploying on the ground to screen infants for critical health markers right from a smartphone. And later, a massive real-world trial updates our fight against a century-old disease, tuberculosis. If you want to stay ahead of the curve on health, innovation, and clinical breakthroughs, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. Let's dive into the biggest story shaping medicine today. Section 2, the GLP-1 revolution versus bariatric surgery. Our top story today looks at a profound structural shift in how we treat obesity and metabolic disease. According to a new study published by the Journal of the American Medical Association, JAMA, metabolic bariatric surgery rates have experienced a sharp decline. The reason? The massive surge in the availability and adoption of GLP-1 receptor agonist medications. For decades, surgical intervention was the gold standard for severe, long-term weight management and metabolic correction. But as we cross the midway point of 2026, oral alternatives and next-generation formulations are changing patient choices. We are seeing a transition from invasive operating rooms to daily, non-peptide oral options like orforglipron, or multi-mechanism therapies like CagriSema. This shift is forcing hospitals to rethink their long-term clinical workflows. Medical centers that previously relied on high volumes of bariatric surgeries are pivoting toward integrated, pharmaceutical-led metabolic health clinics. It's a classic case of medical innovation rendering once standard surgical procedures less necessary, drastically reducing patient recovery times and surgical risks. But it also raises a critical question: as healthcare operations shift toward continuous drug delivery, how will global health systems manage long-term supply chains and insurance coverage for millions of patients? Section 3, AI moves to the front lines of newborn and preventive care. Next, we move to a massive breakthrough in pediatric and digital health. Artificial intelligence is officially moving away from the hype phase and directly into frontline, public clinical care. Announced this weekend, health departments have begun deploying a brand new AI-driven mobile application called Sure. Developed alongside Wadwani AI, this system allows community health workers to accurately assess crucial physical health parameters in newborns, including weight, length, head circumference, and shoulder width, using nothing more than a standard smartphone camera. Think about the global impact of this technology. In remote or low-resource regions, access to calibrated medical scales and infant measuring tools can be incredibly scarce. By putting precise, computer vision diagnostic tools on a basic smartphone, health systems can catch neonatal stunting, wasting, and developmental delays weeks earlier than traditional methods. This lands right alongside a broader 2026 trend noted by AMN Healthcare. AI is no longer just an abstract tool for radiologists or data scientists in elite hospitals. It is actively automating workflows, diagnosing early-stage conditions from optical scans, and extending preventive care far past traditional hospital walls. The future of pediatrics is connected, mobile, and intelligent. Section 4, Clinical Trial Updates, the fight against tuberculosis. Turning now to infectious disease. Over a century after the introduction of the original BCG vaccine, tuberculosis remains one of the world's most persistent and deadly health burdens, especially across low and middle-income nations. But new real-world data released from the massive PREVENT-TB clinical trial is offering fresh strategies for global elimination. Conducted across 18 specialized sites, the PREVENT-TB trial tracked over 12,700 participants who were direct household contacts of active TB patients. The study rigorously evaluated two prominent vaccine candidates, VPM 1002 and Immuvac. The findings present a nuanced reality for modern epidemiology. The trial confirmed that these vaccines provide meaningful reductions in both pulmonary TB, which drives community transmission, and the notoriously difficult to diagnose extrapulmonary TB. However, the data revealed a crucial catch: vaccine efficacy dropped significantly in individuals with a low body mass index. What does this mean for public health policy in 2026? It proves that medical interventions cannot exist in a vacuum. To truly eliminate chronic infectious diseases, medical systems must pair advanced immunology with basic social determinants of health, such as targeted nutritional support programs. It's a powerful reminder that clinical science is only as strong as the ecosystem supporting the patient. Section 5, Global Health Policy, FDA Regulations, and Nutrition Milestones. Before we wrap up, let's look at a few fast-moving developments making waves across global healthcare regulatory bodies this week. In medical device regulations, manufacturers are heavily adapting to the FDA's new Quality Management System Regulation, or QMSR. This marks a major paradigm shift, transitioning audits from older siloed structures to an integrated process philosophy aligned with global ISO standards. If you work in medtech development, the regulatory bar for continuous quality and training integration has never been higher. Meanwhile, on the public health front, major national health updates, including the newly released National Family Health Survey 6, show historic improvements in maternal and child health indicators. Institutional deliveries have surged past 90% globally, and childhood stunting figures have dropped significantly due to aggressive, multi-ministry nutritional campaigns. It's definitive proof that long-term, coordinated public health funding yields life-changing statistical results. Microbially derived metabolites. A urine test detecting elevated microbially derived metabolites could potentially screen for autism spectrum disorder, ASD, with 90% sensitivity and 100% specificity, offering a non-invasive, early diagnostic tool that may improve outcomes and reduce costs. Medscape. A low-carb diet, bad breath. When you cut out carbs and boost the amount of protein you eat, your body starts burning fat for energy. That process makes compounds called ketones, which cause bad breath. In this case, better dental hygiene won't solve the problem, since that's not the root cause. Your best bet is to mask your breath with sugar-free gum. WebMD. Testosterone. GLP-1 receptor agonists may boost testosterone levels independently of weight loss, age, or BMI, with significant increases in total and free testosterone observed. Further research is needed to explore potential mechanisms and long-term effects. Medscape. Section 6, Outro and Community Engagement. That wraps up your comprehensive medical news breakdown for this June 6, 2026. The intersection of AI diagnostics, metabolic medicine, and holistic public health is completely changing the way we look at longevity and patient care. I want to hear from you. Do you think oral weight loss medications will completely replace bariatric surgeries by the end of the decade, or will long-term side effects bring back the necessity of surgical options? Drop your thoughts and experiences in the comments section below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share it with your colleagues in the medical field, and turn on those notification bells so you never miss a vital medical update. Thank you for watching medical news today. Stay safe, stay informed, and we will see you in the next video. Disclaimer: compiled information. This content is for educational purposes and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. The audience/viewers must verify the contents before use. The creator, publisher, and YouTube will not be responsible for any harm.